Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Success Mastery. I hope you have had a good day, a good start of the week. Today we have a very special guest online, Mr. Assano, the original Nana Mafo Assano, my right hand in Success Mastery. And I have my Auntie Nasha here. And today we are going to be talking a bit more about Clarity is the First Step, our youth event coming up on the 31st of August. And we just want Nana to come here a bit to give us more insight on how the event will be going, on what his journey is towards personal growth and self-development. So I'll start, Auntie Nasha, first. Can introduce yourself a bit for the people who are watching for the first time.
Thank you, Terence. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Nyasha Precious, and we are so glad to have you here. Just like Terence has said, it's really an exciting moment. We have one of our young people, a very promising young man, to tell us about his journey on growth. So just sit and relax and enjoy the discussion. Thank you.
Yes, there we go. And Nana, please introduce yourself for people who have not seen you before.
Okay, so good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are listening to us from. Yes, my name is Nana Mafo Assano, but everybody calls me by my last name, Assano. And then so as Terence has already said, it's about our event coming up on the 31st of August. That's Clarity is the First Step. Previous events has been mostly mixed, but this time we really want to focus on mainly on the youth. So, and the youth is basically everything when it comes to this world. Like the youth is actually going to take over, going to do a lot of things with here. So that's what mainly this event is really about. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. Well, we are happy to have you today, have both of you today. Nana, so let's go all the way back to the beginning. How is your journey with Success Mastery? How did it start, and where are you now?
Okay, so initially I was introduced to Success Mastery by my spiritual mother. She asked me whether I had no intentions to come and learn. So because I came to Success Mastery like unintentionally, like I came with a view of coming to assist with live streaming, sound stuff. I didn't like come and learn. That was not the main motive behind it. But as there's a code, like although like you might be sitting down, there might be a couple of two things that's going to like really go through your ears and pass through your ears and everything. And then my first event was, I think it was at the Crown Plaza. My first event was at Crown Plaza. Yeah, I came and I spent, I think, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I left. I didn't really stay for long, but when I listened, and I like to trade a lot. I like issues concerning trading and stuff. So when I heard it, I was like, okay, so this is what it's about. But I had to rush home. So the next event, I think I texted you and I came up to you and I was like, yo, bro, I really wanted to come and then help like gather things. Fast forward, like I think I also wanted to come and then learn, because whilst I'm there, I might also get a chance of opportunity like to actually listen and then learn. Yeah. And then before I came to the event, I was at a place of I would say procrastinating. Like there are a couple of things I really wanted to do that I might like delay, like take my time, like, oh, tomorrow I'll get it done tomorrow, I'll get it done today, I'll get it done tomorrow, I'll get it done today. And then I had less knowledge about investing. And then you see, there's something that when there's an expert in the house, it makes like understanding and moving forward easier. So I think at my first event, I had I know Mafrida, but I didn't know her in business terms. I didn't know she was a real business-minded person. And Mama D too. I only know them like as my mother and stuff. So when I came, I sat down, and then there was this popular thing that they said that really got me. I think I got it here. Wait there. They said if you want to grow, just have a viewpoint like just have a viewpoint that you're about to go. Like that's like the first step you take. Like that was like my first coach I took when I came for that event. And then I was like, I have viewpoint of going. When then, like, how then do I take it and then move forward? And then I think it's even my D that came up, and then she said something about taking the step.
Okay.
Yet it all begins with a step that you take. And I was like, yeah, it was like that. I think like that moment was really, even though I was taking videos and taking photos and everything, I actually had to learn a lot of things. And I might say like I'm really trying to work on myself and stuff, because they are trying to like they are living, they are growing, and like they have to leave something behind. And then like we are the closest ones, so if we don't really get it, the ones behind us are going to also lay back. So like they're really doing a good thing to actually like let us. So like that's my experience. So I'm still trying to like work on my procrastinating skills and my procrastinating, and then how to overcome it, and then how to get things done in a very short amount of time.
That's right. So that's very nice to hear. And when it comes to like, because you're talking about procrastinating, what exactly do you think is like causing your procrastination to really bump up?
Yes, I like to make references of the speakers. So Auntie Frida made mention of, most of us has like, we have a lot of things that we really want to do. We can't do all these things at the same time. We have to, even though like they're all important, there's one that is really important than the other.
That's true.
That's what like procrastinating steps in. So if you don't see the importance of other things, so I have water here and I have yogurt here. If like I don't see water to be important as yogurt, I might end up not drinking any of them. I might still be there and I might still be thinking, which should I drink? But one is important than the other.
Yeah,
exactly. So I was at a point of seeing everything equal and not seeing some things important than some others, like having tasks, and I have to really prioritize some tasks and make this one greater than the other. That's what procrastination is. Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to that now, so you, like you said, you're trying to better yourself in it. What do you personally feel is the best way to overcome procrastination?
So one, reading of books.
Okay.
Yes. Now I'm trying to like inhabit the habit of reading books, because if you look at I have a couple of people that I actually look up to, that I realize that most of their lives are actually based on reading. My pastor is someone I actually look up to. He has a lot of books. If you go to his house, you see a lot of books there. So you want to ask yourself, if you look at all these people, look at their lives, like they have a certain type of life. Look at like the lowest things that are in their house. Like that's when you know what you're supposed to do to get to that point. And then if you go to his place, he has a house, he has a car and everything. The lowest thing there in the house is a book. It's something that we can actually get easily. So like that's like the first thing to actually look upon. And then second, like you need to have a mentor. Yeah. And then if you have a mentor, and then then like you come back to yourself and actually set goals to become like your mentor, or to become greater than your mentor.
Yeah. So another thing I'll add to that is something that's important to overcome procrastination is setting priorities.
Exactly.
Because if you don't set priorities, you will never be able to know what is more important than the other thing. We are now mainly talking about finance in our VIPs, right? And when it comes to that, I think setting priorities is so important, because you have your wants and you have your needs. And your needs, or what you need to do, is way more important than what you want to have. If you say, I want to buy new clothes, and you have your cupboard full of clothes, there's no point.
Yeah.
Know what your priorities are. And then once you get to that, you learn how to overcome your procrastination. Oh, I'll do this tomorrow. Oh, I need to get this, but I need this. Like, you're actually looking for an excuse. And looking for an excuse, I think, is one of the highest things when it comes to procrastination. You should stop having your excuses or blaming other people for excuses, because that's not the right thing to do. So, well, that's very nice to hear about. And I think, Nasha, do you have anything else to add to our procrastination and the whole topic of just leaving everything for what's not important yet?
Sure. And just like what he said, he made mention of having a mentor. And it's really important to have somebody that you look up to, but also have being in a community, because when you're in a community, you're accountable to one another. Yeah. So that helps to kill procrastination. If you see what other people are doing, actually, community really pushes you.
Okay.
Because you see somebody is moving forward. So because you're in a group, you don't want to be left behind. And that really will stretch you. So it's really important to be in a community as well. And also really to emphasize on prioritizing.
Yeah.
Things. That's the number one killer of procrastination. Know what is important. Don't stress yourself. Do what you can do. Know which one is number one, and then do it the way you have to do it. So that's really, yes.
I completely agree to that. Yeah. And also something that I'm seeing in the comments too is community is accountability. And I really love that, just those two words. Community is accountability. Once you have your community, you can be accountable to them. I'll give my example. I have Nana as my community, as in, when I know there's an event coming and we need to plan something, I know I can count on him, which causes me not to start procrastinating about. So he'll keep me on my line. Yes. Am I doing stuff? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? I'll not say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next tomorrow. No, I have someone that's keeping me on a very tight line to make sure we make a deadline and we make sure we make the events as useful and as learnable as we can. And if I had to do this alone, and I know myself, I'm being honest, I said, I'll prioritize the ones I know, oh, it's easy. I don't need a lot of time, 2 minutes walk. But rather than doing the important parts first and leaving the small parts at last. And that's when it comes to that community is accountability. That's very nice. And also, when it comes to that, I think setting your goals. Let's talk about setting goals. Setting goals is one of the most important things in life. You can't just go on with life without setting goals. Every person's life has a goal. And there's no such thing as my goal is too small. If you want to buy a Ferrari tomorrow and you say you don't have money, you can still do it. There's nothing that holds you. If you say you want to be the king in the next few years, want to be the president in the next 2 years, there's nothing holding you. So I'll give the word back to Assano. What do you think about like goal setting? How do you set your own goals?
Okay, so one thing that I start doing now is I reward myself after I have a tick list, like a bucket list of things that I need to do. That if I complete one, I reward myself. Like I have something I'll do that is going to like it's like with oneself you get like encouraged about like something like you actually completed.
Okay.
Yes, setting goals is a very vital point, like when it comes to procrastinating. It's a very, very important. So I reward myself when I'm setting a goal. That's one thing I do. And then I'll bring accountability inside too, because it is very important with setting goals.
Yeah.
And yes, mostly I make my mentors my accountability partner. I don't use, when I'm setting the goals, I use someone I'm not familiar with.
Mm.
Yes, someone I'm not familiar, because if I'm familiar with that person, setting like my personal goal like, will be very difficult for me. Or someone I'm shy of. You understand? Yeah. So one, I'll say I reward myself accountability and over familiarity.
Okay.
Those are the three things I actually like taking place like when I'm setting my goals. And then so for instance, I wanted to develop an app for my radio thing.
Okay.
It's like something I wanted to do. I have started working on it. I'm still in progress and everything. So I did the first phase, and when I got it, I went out and then like I got myself something for like an achievement for that. Although it's my own money, but it's actually like preparing your brain for something. It's like going to school and then having a certificate. Even though it's just a paper, it gives you some perception that like you are good. You're actually good. Like you are trying to aim at something.
That's right.
Exactly. And then I have someone who actually like helps me. That's like my accountability partner is my friend in Ghana. He helps me with getting the notes and everything. Yes, and he's someone I'm familiar with, but not in that context. Yeah, that he gives me tasks, and then I make sure that I do them.
Yeah, and you were talking about like on your goals, so you have like reading books. So if you could share like what book are you actually like seeing going into, or what is like a good book that the youth should be able to read?
So if you want to overcome procrastination, there's only one book I recommend: Eat That Frog. It's a very good book by Brian Tracy. It's a very good book. Eat That Frog is a very big. He like symbolizes frog to be something. Frog is an ugly animal. So he uses frog to be like the most important task. And then in the book, he emphasizes on the fact that we should tackle the most difficult ones first. It makes it easier for your brain to handle the less important or the ones that are not really important. Like no matter how your goals or your tasks are, there's one that is really important. That's really like it needs like a lot of attention. So like the book tells us to do that one first, make sure we do that one. After we've done that one, our brain is at ease and then we can focus on doing the rest.
So we'll make sure we get we'll get the book shown on our social media. So make sure we follow that so that we can join into the road of stopping the procrastination. It's something very important. So it's called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll get into that. And so you said like setting your goals, you have accountability partners that are not familiar. So could you give us like one or two people that are not familiar that are in your list that you have not mentioned, obviously?
Okay, so I'll mention my pastor. Even though I'm familiar with him, he's not, when it comes to things about goal setting or trying to hit a certain point, he's not, his familiarity cuts at that point. Yes, even though he believes like he's still friendly, he has this vibe with him and everything. When it comes to things of goal setting or prioritizing stuff, he doesn't joke with it at all. So he's one person I'll actually like say. And then my friend Herbert. And
your friend? What's his name?
My friend is Herbert. He's in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes. And then the third person is I'll say you, because when it comes to goal setting, there's something we call applied pressure. Yes, there's something we call applied pressure. Sometimes it's very necessary. Sometimes like the pressure is very necessary. It makes you see the importance of the task that's ahead. You understand? And I quite remember there was this event that was coming, and then it was far away, but you created a certain room like that, made it look like the program was like tomorrow or a day before, like 2 days. And it's like it made it so important, or it made the planning like it made the program like a prioritized it made the program priority like go to the top.
Yeah.
Yes, like it made it like a very top, even though I had other things to actually take care of, like because of the pressure, it made it so I won't say important, but it made it so really like necessary for us to get things done earlier.
That's true.
Because like you gave me reasons for us doing it earlier and everything. So I think sometimes pressure to that's why I'll argue. So putting pressure is also a very good point.
Yeah. And when it comes to putting pressure, is there a way of, like, would you say, to apply pressure to people? Because obviously you can apply pressure to people. People can take it in a different way. But do you think applying pressure has options to? Because I feel like if we are talking about applying pressure, you could put it in a very harsh way, or you could make it a very soft way.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the best approach?
Okay, so there are two ways. I think first of all, I think going soft is really important, and also you should give examples for applying the pressure. Let's say maybe I'm driving a car, okay, and then like you want me to get to a certain destination at this minute. You tell me, oh, Nana, at this time and this time, mostly like there's traffic on the road. You understand? Like you've given me a clear example of what's ahead of me.
Yeah.
You understand? In that way, it makes it makes me like prioritize that driving task very urgently, or like it makes the prioritization top notch. Exactly. So it's very necessary for you to give examples. But going hard, I think if it depends on the person too.
Okay.
Yes, but I think if you go soft with like examples, with serious examples, or with instances, it's like very important. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a very good tip. So Auntie Nasha, what do you think about like applying pressure to people? What do you think is your side of the approach?
Okay, thank you. People are different. You need to know the kind of people that you are working with. That's how you know how to deal with them. Some really, they need not harsh, but they need a push, which is really like you are really so hard on them. That's how they take it. But some people, when you do that, they get blocked. Even if you are leading them, they will not know what to do. Yeah. So the main thing really is to understand the people that you are working with, and you know how to deal with them. Yes.
So these are very, very good tips to put in consideration, because I feel like when it comes to, I think when you say put pressure, if you tell someone I'm putting pressure on you, in their head it immediately comes like, oh no, it's so harsh, it comes hard. Yeah. So that's why the question was like, how do you think people should go around with it? And like you said, it depends on who you are speaking to and the way people need the pressure. Well, that's a very good, very, very good way to end our YouTube live today. We are going to push forward to the 31st of August. Clarity is the first step. Now, this event, youth, it's going to be unbelievable, and like I've been saying this, it's going to be the best youth event we are going to have for a while. Like, this is a once in a lifetime. 10 euros is not a lot. Like, if we all go to McDonald's, 10 euros is gone quickly. So I'm now going to go into some questions for you, Nana, because we are getting some questions in. Question number one is, what are your expectations for Clarity is the first step?
Okay, yes. First of all, I want to say thank you for the organizers for making it solely a youth event. Because if you can see what is happening, like with the current situation of this world lately, our even from myself downwards, we don't invest.
Yeah.
We don't invest in anything. Even when it comes to the things we want to do, we don't even invest our time in. Talk less of like our future or anything. So
Yeah.
I think it's a very great step for us to come and then learn more from the ones that are like have made it, or like I've gone through our age, like our youthful age, and then like they are there. So like it's a very good program. Yeah. So as usual, I've been to the elderly one. So like I know what I'm going to expect with the youthful one. I'm just urging all of us to pull up on that day, like come on that day, because for what I've learned with even with the adult one, it was mainly focused. Even like with the adult one, it was even the youth and then adults, but this time it's going to be mainly on the youth. So it's this like our time for us to bring our questions and bring our notebooks and get everything done.
That's right. That's right. So a small few announcements that we are going to put in. So for the youth especially, we are going to put a poll in the Instagram and Facebook account, seeing first of all, what music would you love to hear at the event? Second of all, what games would you like to play? Because we are coming, we are youth. Let's clear our mind a bit before the event starts. Let's get to know each other. Let's start seeking each other. We have a few games in mind, which I'm not going to tell you yet. So it's going to be a huge surprise. So yeah, I will play this video for you, showing how the last event went, the youths that have been coming to our event, seeing how they see, how they have been going around with the events, the different workshops. So let's watch this and stay tuned. Last event went, the youths that have been coming to our event, seeing how they see, how they have been going around with the events, the different workshops. So let's watch this and stay tuned. Last event went, the youths that have been coming to our event, seeing how they see, how they have been going around with. So yeah, as Nana said, I really love this event solely for the youth because, like, I don't know everything yet, and Nana doesn't know everything yet. We are all seeing our learning process, but I think we are going to learn so much things while doing this, and it's going to be one of the coolest events. I can promise you that it's going to be one of the coolest events we have had in Success Mastery. We are going to make sure everyone comes in with a happy mood. Everyone comes in with a learning spirit, because that's what counts at the end of the day. We are trying to make sure you grow, and we are trying to make sure we grow together. And guys, also something that's very important is let's start communicating with our friends. Even people you don't know, let's invite them, because it's like going to be a whole mental shift, and it's going to get you ready for the next school year. And we want to make sure that next school year you are going without procrastination and with accountability partners. That will make sure you get to the highest points that you could get. So, Auntie Nasha, thank you for having you today. Assano, thank you for having you today.
Thank you so much. I wanted to add this one.
Grow. Yeah, let's go.
I wanted to just add this one. Yeah, guys, please, if you are watching from home, please invite your friends. Invite your friends. Let me tell you something. When I traveled to Europe first, my friends in Ghana, because I was the only one here, majority of them were calling me for money, like, oh, give me money, give me this, give me that. But if we were like 5 and then we all came here together, it's gonna ease the pressure on me, and then we can all give to her at the same time. So involving your friends in your path to success is very important. It's going to actually ease your pressure at a certain point in life. Look at Mama DM and then Mama Frida. And then like look at their friends. They are all like on the same path. There's nobody actually like going, you understand? So like that's how like it's supposed to be. It's like it's also part of accountability. It also helps accountability because if your friend understands your success or the path you are in, it's good for him to draw you back or shift you if you are like going wayward. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So guys, please come. It's just 10 euros. Right. Please come.
10, it's just 10. Guys, think about
10 euros. Just 10 euros.
What do you buy with 10 euros these days, Nana? McDonald's, Quick, Burger King. Like 10 euros is gone quickly. But think about if you invest this in yourself, where you would be. Everyone that says they want to be a millionaire, it is possible. You don't need to wait your whole life to be a millionaire. It is possible. So come to the event. Let's build a new community. Don't just speak with people that you know before. Get to learn new people. Grow yourself by getting to learn new people. So, Auntie Nasha, thank you very much. Nana, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Guys, thank you for this.